welcome to my 2015 makeup favorites video. This is in collaboration with a lot of my good friends that work with me on What's Up in Makeup, which is my makeup news show. I'll be linking all of their channels and videos down below if you'd like to see some other suggestions of best makeup products of the year. All of these women are fabulous. They know what they're talking about makeup. They know all the latest releases. They try things out on their channels, so they are very, very knowledgeable about what is good and what is not good, and they will not waste your money. I guarantee it. They are some of my best friends on YouTube, and I know that you will love them if you go over to their channel, so I'm going to link all their videos down below. Let's go ahead and get into my personal favorites of 2015. Now, I didn't choose any of these products lightly. I didn't force it. I didn't make sure that I didn't just pick something just because I needed a face powder, you know what I mean? I went through my collection and I was like, okay, what are some of the best things that I tried this year that I can recommend? And I put no other limits on myself other than just making sure I showed you the best of the best products that I tried this year. And I tried a lot of products this year. I want to talk to you about the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. This is the Your Skin But Better CC Cream SPF 50. This is my favorite foundation of the year. I do consider CC creams and BB creams kind of like foundations in that you put them all over your face. They're a base, aka a foundation, like the foundation of a house. I didn't find any foundations that stood out to me this year, so the CC cream is definitely going to be it for me. Now, this did not come out in 2015. It actually came out in the middle of 2014, but I discovered it in 2015. It is a beautiful, beautiful foundation, in my opinion. It gives a nice look to the skin, a definite light to medium coverage, which is what I personally enjoy. Never looks cakey, long wear time on this, plus you get the skin benefits of the anti-aging serum that is in this. Of course, I haven't seen any benefits. I haven't used this for a long period of time enough, like religiously, to see any kind of anti-aging benefits. I'm just trusting that the ingredients in here have been tested and that they are giving me some kind of anti-aging benefit. But I love the application of this. I love the way that it looks. It's just so gorgeous and makes me so happy every time I use it. I know when I get ready on Periscope, the TerriLees absolutely love this. When I got it, they got so excited. They're like, you have to use the IT Cosmetics CC cream, and I did, and it definitely lived up to the hype. It's a wonderful product, and I highly recommend it. My shade is medium, so definitely if you are a true medium skin tone, medium will probably be too light for you. Go a little bit darker if you can. For concealer, I don't think it's going to be a surprise to anybody that watches my channel, especially my TerriLees that watch me get ready on Periscope, and people that have been watching my What's in My Face videos for What's Up in Makeup that I have exclusively on whatsupinmakeup.com. This is the Bare Minerals Bare Multitasking SPF 20 Concealer in Summer Bisque. I got this in a beauty, like a mystery bag from Bare Minerals. A lot of the things they put in that bag were discontinued items, items they were trying to get rid of. This is something they're not trying to get rid of. It is a wonderful concealer. You can see in the application here that how easily it goes on. I do get asked all the time whether this will be good for dry eyes and dry under eyes, and I honestly, I cannot vouch for it for that. I do have normal skin, so I can't vouch for it, but you can look up reviews on YouTube and see. I have heard from my friends here on YouTube that it does not crease on them and that it does not have problems on dry under eyes. People have absolutely raved about this. I've never heard anybody complain about this product. It is just a wonderful under eye concealer. It was a shock to me that it worked because it's a powder formula. I couldn't imagine that a powder formula would have this kind of coverage, but it really does. If I didn't do makeup videos on YouTube, I would probably only purchase this for the rest of my life. It is absolutely amazing. All right, for eyeshadow primer this year, I discovered a new eyeshadow primer recently. This is Eden by Urban Decay. It is such a wonderful eyeshadow primer. Last year in my favorites, I highlighted the anti-aging primer, which I still love. But what I love about Eden is it does mute out discoloration. It does have the doe foot applicator in the new packaging, just so you know. And then when you put it on, it gives you that opaque look, which I really love as a base for shadow, to mute out discoloration so that I can really start with that white canvas, that blank sheet of paper, so that my eye look goes on smoothly and seamlessly, and I don't have to worry about about my natural eye color shade, my skin shade interfering with my eye look. So this is a definite recommend. It keeps my eyeshadow on all day long, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful product. Highly recommend this one. Every time I keep talking about Periscope, but I get ready on Periscope all the time, and my friends over there, they always remind me, there's always a few of them that remind me, don't forget your lip mask, because I always forget to put it on. But this is something that has absolutely saved my lips, and it definitely gets my lips ready for lip products. So somewhere in the middle of my makeup routine, when I start getting ready, I put on my Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask. Now this one is the maple version. This was sent to me by my friend Shannon from Canada. You can't get this in the States, but you can get a lot of other versions of the Bite Beauty Lip Mask in the States, and I definitely recommend this. The number one ingredient in this is lanolin, which is what they use for nursing mothers when they're... Okay, let's just say this. It's used for nursing mothers when they're in pain from the nursing process. I won't go into any more detail than that. That's what mostly lanolin I've seen used for, but they use this in the Bite Beauty Lip Mask as the number one ingredient. I really feel like this makes a huge difference in my lips and in how soft my lips are. I have chronically dry lips all year long. In the wintertime, it gets really bad, and this really has saved my lips this winter, and I highly recommend this product. My favorite formula of the year that I discovered was the Buxom eyeshadows. I actually got these as Ipsy Point Perks, and I'm so thankful to Ipsy that they had these as Point Perks. These shades were picked out by the Ipsy stylist. I forget which ones. I get them all confused, but I did put them together myself as far as the order. You can buy these individually and then you fill up your palette, or they have pre-filled palettes, but this formula is absolutely amazing. You can see in the eye look that you're looking at right now, this is was created with these palettes, and the eyeshadows are just so buttery smooth, so easy to blend, so long wearing. I mean, everything you could possibly want in an eyeshadow, that's what you're getting with these shadows here. I mean, just a wonderful, wonderful product, and I definitely highly recommend it. The matte shades are fantastic. The shimmer shades are fantastic. Everything about these shadows, I can honestly say, is fantastic, and I'm so impressed with this formula. And Buxom does not tend to be one of my favorite brands, so I'm really excited to be able to recommend to you a product from Buxom that totally is absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and move on to another eyeshadow palette that I love. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because I don't believe it's available anymore, but it's the Kat Von D Mi Via Loca palette. If you were looking for some bright eyeshadows, this is definitely a phenomenal eyeshadow palette for bright colors. You've got some nice, I think that anybody designing a bright eyeshadow palette should take a note of what they did for this palette. They not only gave us bright colors, but they also gave us some neutral colors in order to balance out the look so it's not just neon in your face. This is an extremely workable, universal palette where you can create unlimited looks with this palette. I mean, it's just unbelievable. But I'm going to go ahead and get off of that because I don't think that you can get this anymore. But if you were able to get it, or if you can find it anywhere, I definitely recommend picking this up. Kat Von D now has her own website where she calls it Old School Products. I'm hoping that this will appear at some point on her website for sale as an old school product. So definitely keep your eye out on katvondbeauty.com. For eyeliner, this was another shocker for me. This is the gel eyeliner by Essence. This is one of the best gel eyeliners I've ever used. It is so smooth, so creamy, so easy to go on, doesn't flake through the day, and it's blackety black, black, black. It is so black, and it just goes on so smoothly, and it doesn't seep into fine lines or anything. If you have that problem with like liquid eyeliners or pen eyeliners that it seeps into your fine lines, this will not do that. At least I don't think that it will, because of the gel consistency versus the liquid consistency. It goes on just so smoothly. You do want to get a very fine pointed brush for this. You can get a flat angled brush that's very fine, or get a pointed, like the one that I'm using, like a pointed angled brush. That one is from Tarte, but Essence does make an angled, I'm not sure if it's angled, but Essence does make an eyeliner brush that does go with this, and I've heard that it is absolutely wonderful. So definitely check into this. This is very inexpensive. You can get Essence products at Ulta, and I do believe you can get them online as well, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So I always get mine at Ulta. This one I actually got in my Generation Beauty swag bag, and I'm so thankful. It is a wonderful, wonderful gel eyeliner, and especially for as inexpensive as it is, I do not think that any other high-end gel eyeliner will beat this. Maybe the same, but definitely not beating it. I can't imagine a gel eyeliner performing better than the way that this one performs. It's absolutely amazing. All right, for mascara this year, I could not pick my favorite mascara. My favorite mascaras have all been drugstore mascara with the exception of one, and I do want to show you all of them. I'm not going to go into super detail about all of them. The one that I used today was the I Heart Extreme Mascara by Essence. This is a wonderful mascara. I have not had any flaking or clumping or anything with this. It is so inexpensive and so wonderful. If I have any critique about this, it's the size of the wand. The wand absolutely huge. So if you have small eyes, this may be difficult to work with, but the formula is really, really, really wonderful. Goes on just so well, separates the lashes out, and just gives length and volume and everything you could possibly want in mascara. It's wonderful. Another drugstore one that really blew me away this year was the Maybelline Lash Sensational. Same thing, just a really wonderful mascara. I do feel like this separates my lashes out a bit more. The wand is definitely smaller, and it's also a rubber bristle. So if you like that rubber bristle, then this one would be the one that I recommend, or if you have smaller eyes, this would be the one that I would recommend. But if you do have larger eyes and you like the brush, the synthetic plasticky brush kind of wand, then this would be the one that I would recommend for you. But both of them, I like them equally. I had to use one on my eyes, so I chose this one, but they both perform very, very, very well. For high-end mascaras, the Stila Huge Mascara is a new one for me. I absolutely love this. It's got the same kind of wand as the Better Than Sex Mascara by Too Faced. It's a really, really nice mascara. I do feel like it performs better than the Better Than Sex by Too Faced. I feel like it gives me really huge lashes, like thickness and volumizing and just the length. It gives you everything. I would say this is more of a volumizing mascara than a lengthening mascara, but only by a touch, only by a hair. Ha ha ha. But it's just really good. It's really, really good. And I haven't seen very many people talk about this, but it's a wonderful, wonderful mascara. This is the deluxe sample size, by the way, but ooh, I would purchase a full size of this, definitely. Next up was another palette that was a huge surprise to me, and that is the e.l.f. Contour Palette. Last year, the Smashbox Contour Palette was my contour palette of the year. This e.l.f. palette is an exact dupe of that Smashbox palette, except for you get one additional shade, which is this one right here. I'm going to go ahead and show you the application of this contour shade on my cheeks. I mean, it just goes on so flawlessly, so amazingly. It's so easy to work with. If you're not used to contouring, I definitely recommend picking up this contour palette. It is so wonderful. I know that they now have a cream contour palette. I haven't tried that one yet, but I can definitely vouch for the powder product. I didn't use the highlight today, but the highlight is also amazing. So this contour shade blends so super easily, and it is a very neutral shade. I'm finding with a lot of palettes that come out that are contour palettes, they're not neutral shades. They tend to lead toward the warm side. But when you think about a shadow is neither warm nor cool. It's just a neutral color when you think of natural shadows. So when you have a contour shade, you really need a neutral shade. And this is definitely a neutral shade. It is so beautiful, so easy to work with, and highly, highly recommend for very, very inexpensive. I definitely like this better than a lot of my high-end palettes. I own the Anastasia, I own the Kat Von D, I own some other contour palettes from high-end brands. This is definitely my favorite contour palette that I've discovered this year. While we're talking about contouring, let's talk about highlighting. Laura Geller's Gilded Honey was the highlight I chose as my highlight of the year, followed very closely by the Ofra Blush Stripes Illuminating. I feel like this is just a touch more my favorite. This is a newer purchase for me compared to the Ofra. I got this Ofra one in my Generation Beauty swag bag, and I got this one about 2 or 3 weeks after that. But this is such a beautiful highlight. You can see the application of it there. It's just so glowing and gorgeous. This is not a subtle highlight. If you're looking for a subtle highlight, you're not getting that with this. This is so beautiful and amazing. Wear time is a very long time, and it gives you that really bright glow on your cheeks. I do want to talk about, though, the Illuminating Blush Stripes. This one is really nice as a universal for many, many different skin tones. I mean, you can see you have this very deep shade of a highlight here for deeper skin tones. I have used this on my eyes once or twice. It's gorgeous, but I can't use it on my cheeks. It's too deep. But these shades here, I can definitely all use on my cheeks, and I have used them all. You have some subtle shades like this this pinker shade here, and then some brighter shades down here. You can mix them all together. It's just a very universal highlight palette. So really and truly in my heart, these tie, but I had to use one on my cheeks. I had to choose one, so I chose the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. All of them are just, both of them are beautiful. Both of them are amazing. I think you'll be happy with either purchase. And then finally for lip products, again, I couldn't choose a particular color of lip product. I'm just gonna say ColourPop lip products are my favorite lip product of the year. I love them all. And you know, ColourPop gets a bad rep for their liquid lipsticks because they are so drying, and they are drying. I'll tell you that. I'll show you that straight up. They are drying. But if you can get over that, if you're okay with that, like I'm okay with it, I'm okay with it. I'm totally okay with it. I'm not wearing one of the ColourPop liquid lipsticks today. I'm wearing the Too Faced Melted Chocolate and Chocolate Honey because of the color of my shirt. I wanted it to match, and I don't really have any ColourPop liquid lipsticks that I thought would match, or even the lip products. I felt like this would just be perfect to match my outfit. That's the only reason why I'm wearing it today. But I do want to show you the application of the new shade by It's My Ray Ray called Stingray. It just goes on so opaque, so smoothly. You definitely want to prep your lips with some kind of moisturizer before you use it. I think that's really important with these. You can leave a lip balm on underneath, but you're not going to get the lasting power you would get without a lip balm underneath. You can also apply a lip balm over top of it to give you some moisture, so you're going to lose that matte effect. But I feel like it's totally worth it for the beauty of the shades, for the lasting power, even with a lip balm, is very good. And that'll take away any flakiness that the product may have had when you didn't use a lip balm. I don't mind doctoring these because they are so inexpensive, and because the shades are beautiful, and I'm so in love with them. Also, I wanted to tell you about their lippy sticks. The lippy sticks are also wonderful. I feel absolutely ridiculous saying the word lippy sticks, but they're really wonderful. Some of my favorite shades are Lumiere, Bound, and the new one, Razor. These are all just wonderful, but really you just have to pick the shades that call to you. Look at swatches online. They have beautiful swatches on the ColourPop website, and I definitely recommend them. I am not sponsored by ColourPop. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. They've never sent me a product for review. These are all things that I've purchased myself, so this is a completely, I mean, even when I get things sent to me, it's completely unbiased, but I just want to make sure you know that I did pay for these outright, because I know that matters to some people. Another liquid lipstick I wanted to recommend before I go is the Ofra liquid lipstick, specifically in Angelus. This is such an amazing shade. I never wear this on its own. This is a lip shade that what I do, and I'll show you the way that I used it with Razor, is I pop it in the center of my lips, and then I blend it out, and it really makes my lips look more full. It gives it that light highlight shade in the middle, and it's so easy to do. People think that when you're highlighting and contouring that it's going to be something difficult to do. This is definitely not something difficult to do. You just pop, and then blend it a little bit with your finger, and you're done. It's really easy. And Angelus is just a wonderful shade to give you an entire new set of lipsticks. So if you have any lip shades that you feel are a little too dark, not quite wearable for you, put Angelus over top, and you will have a completely new lip shade. I really feel like Ofra needs to market this as a transforming lip shade, and they would make $1 million off of it, because it is such a magical shade. And I would repurchase this and repurchase this and repurchase this over and over again. It's just such a wonderful, interesting product, and I definitely recommend that you get this in your collection. So that is my 2015 favorites video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you got some great products to take with you and to kind of put on your after Christmas or after holiday shopping list of things that you may want to purchase in 2016. Definitely don't forget to check out my friends' videos linked down below and get some other wonderful suggestions on some great products. I thank you so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, you can click the subscribe button down below or right there, and subscribe to my videos so you don't miss my future videos, including What's Up in Makeup, every Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, where you can see all the latest makeup releases all over the United States. Thanks to all of the wonderful women that are linked down below for helping me make that show possible. And mad love to you. Happy 2016, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!